Hey everyone. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a quickie episode of Panel Chat with Frankie. So, first off, I know what you're all thinking. What does he mean by quickie episode, and why am I not seeing him right now? Well, this is for the moments when I feel as if it's a little too rough to edit on a computer because I always have to check for video and if the quality's good and uploading it, and sometimes my computer runs out of storage. I know, yes, but you gotta also remember I do edit videos a lot. So when I feel that there's really important news, I'm going to be making quickie episodes. Don't worry, I will take selfies and I will definitely post them in between, so this way you can always look at my beautiful face while I'm talking still. And I will continue to make videos in front of my Spider-Man posters, so don't worry. Um, Once in a while, if there's big news or a review I want to do and I feel like I don't want to do a full-on video, I might throw a cool intro in the beginning like I always do because that's a really good stinger, and I'll get right to it. Maybe not video, but we'll see how it goes. So we got a lot to talk about for sure. There's a lot in the last few weeks. I meant to do a video strictly on the Civil War trailer, but I decided that I was gonna make a video with a bunch of things slammed together. Not the best and big thing, but works out pretty well. So the second season of Daredevil has come, and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm about 5 or 6 episodes in. I'm not a big Daredevil fan, but I'm definitely watching because of Punisher. And let me tell you something. This is a Punisher we've been waiting for a long time. John does an awesome job as Punisher. He has the look to him. He acts like him. I definitely prefer Thomas Jane's look, but I think John acts better as the Punisher. He has the heart for it. He has just the all-around feel. You feel it's very true. Um, the relationships between the characters are getting a little bit better. In the first season, I think I wouldn't say we were really lacking on it, but I would say that it was more like it was very developing, and they wanted to show that it has to develop a little bit more. Foggy's doing a little bit better. He's making more jokes. He's playing a big role in this, balancing everything, knowing Matt's secret and everything. Uh, I'm not going to get into any spoilers. Don't worry, this is very spoiler free. I haven't even finished the entire season, so I really don't know too much. But I do know that the relationships between characters are going. Him and Elektra have a very good chemistry, and I meant Matt and Elektra, by the way. Everything's pretty good with the season 2 so far. I have to say, even not being a big Daredevil fan, it really pulls me in and makes me interested to see what happens with these characters. So one thing I definitely want to touch on before we get to the Civil War trailer is I reread Dark Knight Returns, and I don't want to get into a full-fledged review about it because most of you know already, if you're watching this video, it's an awesome book. Go read it. I do recommend it to anyone who's familiar with Batman and or hasn't read it in a while. The good thing with me and Batman is I took kind of a break with the Batman books, not for any specific reason. I love Batman, but mostly because I was getting into other stories. I've been getting into a little bit of independent books lately. A few people have pushed me to read that. I just read Descender, which is a awesome read, by the way, if you're big into sci-fi. Uh, so what I can definitely say is rereading this book, it's more powerful. The last time I read this was years ago, so I wasn't really thinking too much into it, but then I thought more into it, and there's just so much going on in this book, so many messages, so many different things going on, like I've said, that it makes you it's overwhelming the first time. But the overwhelming is good. It's not too much where you can't really process it. So now with Batman vs Superman coming out, I decided I was going to reread it. Um, just as awesome as the last time to read it. Frank Miller is possibly one of my favorite writers of all time. He's just, everything he does is just awesome. That's no surprise. He's really big. Another thing I definitely want to get to, though, is I started the animated film. I haven't finished it. I've never watched the animated film. A lot of people were telling me to watch it. I'm going to watch it before I see Batman vs. Superman for sure. I definitely need to do that. I'm really liking it, though, because there's actually a scene, and I haven't seen too many people pick this out in the trailer, but if you watch the trailer again, when Lex Luthor is mentioning that insanity is too big of a word, or that quote or whatever, that's actually in the book. That a newscaster, I think it is, uses the quote. And it's kind of interesting because it really shows that they took this movie and they're taking quotes from the books and really putting it in there, which is really cool to the source material. Alright, so now, since we got past that, the moment we've all been waiting for. So, what was not awesome about that Civil War trailer, people? I mean, come on. We had Spider-Man, we had Hawkeye shooting an arrow with Ant-Man writing on it. That really got me because I'm a diehard Hawkeye fan. This is the moment I've been dying to see because it's like such a classic comic icon to see these two together. So one of the things I loved about the Civil War trailer is we see these tensions growing more and more and more. So guys, this has been one quickie video of panel chat. Thank you for definitely tuning in and listening. If there's any opinions you have, let me know down below. The next video is going to be about Batman vs. Superman and my review for it. I don't know yet if I'm going to do a quickie video for it or if I'm going to do a full one. But I think I'm definitely going to do two videos, one spoiler free and one spoiler full, because I've been waiting for this movie since it was announced at Comic-Con. I'm geeking out right now. I'm definitely going to watch Man of Steel like 6,000 times before I watch Batman vs. Superman, as if I haven't seen it 6,000 times before. And I'm really, really happy. One thing I want to definitely touch on, actually, now that I think about it last second, is this marketing for this film is really good. The Deadpool marketing was very specific and very on point. This is kind of reminding me of when Iron Man 1 was coming out and the Incredible Hulk and everything actually up to the Avengers. Marvel was really marketing it big, and I think that's what DC's trying to do right now to get their universe really going for the movies. So I'm definitely going to come back again and do this review. Once again, click subscribe to GameSaw. If you like any of the other videos, please go check it out. They all got a bunch of different things up. Till then, see you, true believers.